and a player from North Carolina is the next pick, headed to the Brooklyn Nets. UNC's Drake Powell. Look, this is also, I don't know what to think. Give me something here that I'm supposed to think about this pick here for the Nets, because I'm starting to wonder if the Brooklyn Nets are going to end up in that category, biggest winners and losers on the night. They're going to end up in the losers column.
Do you want to do the grade?
No, I don't.
No,
okay. That's your job, because you're going to be the one. You're going to be giving the people on social media.
Here we go. I would say this. I think this is a little bit of a reach. I mean, the upside again is a 3-and-D wing. But the offense is not there yet. The shooting is not there. The offense in general is not there. He's a good athlete. He's got long arms. He defends. He's a high-character kid. He's about all the right things. The theme of this class for Brooklyn, when you look at Yegor Demon, Nolan Traore, and Drake Powell, I walk away thinking they think they can develop shooters with their player development program. Because if these three guys all shoot the ball, then they'll all be fine. But those are the question marks for every single player they've taken so far. And with Demon's question marks in the defensive end of the floor as well, those things are starting to multiply. But again, if he shoots, he'll be okay. But he's not NBA ready right now. He's not going to help him win next year.
Matt, the first three picks here for Brooklyn, Yegor Demon, and then Nolan Traore, and now Drake Powell. How would you grade, how would you describe their draft class to this point?
It has the potential to be a huge bust, but it also has the potential to look like one of the smartest draft classes 4 or 5 years down the road if these guys hit. But these are big swings. Powell here is interesting. My sources were telling me that Atlanta was looking strongly at, coincidentally enough, was looking strongly at Powell in this spot to begin with, and Asa Newell. But obviously Atlanta is finding, and I get why Atlanta is doing this. They are now moving back twice here in the first round, because they are quite clearly of the belief that the guys that are going to be available in the back end of the first round, and then when we get to the draft in the second round on Thursday, are basically just as impactful, if not better, than the guys that are being moved up and giving up assets to get into this spot. I've been consistent on this with Drake Powell since he declared for the draft. The irony for me here with Drake Powell is this. Listeners to the Eye on College Basketball podcast heard it all leading into last college basketball season. I thought Drake Powell was going to be one of the 7 to 10 best freshmen in the country last season. I loved him coming into North Carolina. Ironically enough, I didn't think that this was a wise decision to go after 1 year, because I thought he had a chance to come back to Carolina as a sophomore and turn himself into a pure, no doubt about it, top 20, maybe even a lottery pick. But guess what? I was wrong, because Powell, he impressed majorly in workouts. The athleticism is undeniable. There's really a belief that he can grow into a top 10 perimeter defender as a guard in the league. And he justified his decision by getting drafted this high. Now, will the fit be good? Are we going to get to the end of this first round? Is Brooklyn going to trade any of these picks? I guess that waits and remains to be seen. But from an athleticism standpoint, from an approach standpoint, IQ standpoint, the interviews, they came back all well, but I'm with Adam on this. I think we like Drake Powell in theory, but what does he become in the next 2, 3, 4 years? And unfortunately, as Adam will tell you as well, when you get into this range of the draft, and even earlier, you are often drafting not for a player that you're going to have. Like, what Brooklyn might be doing here with Drake Powell is drafting to develop him, and then eventually, some years down the road, send him somewhere else where he will grow into the player that Brooklyn hopes he will be to begin with, but is unlikely to be in the next few years.
Where are we grading this pick?
C+.
Okay.
It's a swing. It's all a swing. If I didn't have more faith in, it's only because of the faith in their player development program that I'm not being more critical.
I hope it hits for him.
Me too.
I hope it does. I hope it hits for him. Our producer's a Brooklyn Nets fan. He sounds...
well, that's a good reason to keep it at a C+ then.
He sounds a little distraught right now. So I'm going to try to get everybody excited again.